Sorry if I screwed up on your story there. When you get to know Glenn, you'll understand. He's an incredible man. Glad to call him a friend. And he's always welcome back here when he comes here at Toastmasters whenever he wants to come back. Without that, Glenn's title is The Difference One Person Can Make. So please help me welcome Glenn Picard.
Do you believe that one person can make a difference in your life? Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. I'd like to share with you a story about a person that made an incredible impact in my life. It was roughly a few years ago. I was working midnights on the Northern Belle Casino. Does anybody remember the Northern Belle Casino down there? I was working midnights. It was roughly 4:30 in the morning, and I was down in the cafeteria eating lunch. And I overheard this guy talking about swing dancing. Now, having grown up with big band music, I was familiar with Glenn Miller, Artie Shaw, Benny Goodman, and I loved swing music. So I thought swing dancing would be a lot of fun and something I'd be really interested in. So as I finished my lunch, I strolled over to the gentleman. I politely interrupted his conversation, and I said, "Excuse me, but I overheard you talking about swing dancing. Sounds like something I'd be interested in." And he went on to explain to me that, yes, on Wednesday nights, there's a dance lesson from 9 to 10 o'clock, and then open dancing from 10 o'clock to about 2 in the morning. It's a place called The Loop. It's this bar downtown. He said, "You should come check it out. It's a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people, you meet a lot of girls, and it'd be great." So I said, "Okay, yeah, sure, I think I will check it out." So a couple of Wednesdays came along, and I found myself downtown at The Loop. Went over to the bar, grabbed myself a drink, plopped down on a seat, and started to watch this whole swing dance thing. And it was insane. They were twisting and turning and punching and kicking the air and dancing to music that was so fast, it blew my mind. I was in awe when I saw a guy pick up his girl and throw her over his shoulders. It was amazing to see another guy take his partner, swing her through his legs, and then back up again. Then I nearly choked on my Coca-Cola when I saw another one backflip his partner, all in time to the music. It was fun. It was exciting. It was so awesome to see. And it was so very, very intimidating. I sat there for about 45 minutes, and I thought to myself, there is absolutely no way I'll ever be able to do this. So I promptly got up, walked out of the bar, and didn't even say hello to anybody. Well, a few weeks later, I ran into the same gentleman that initially talked to me about swing dancing. And he said, "Oh, I thought you said you were going to come and check it out." And I looked at him and said, "I don't really know if it's my thing or not." And he said, "Listen, why don't you come back, check it out, I'll introduce you to some people, you can get out on a dance floor, maybe take part in a dance lesson, give it a shot, see where it goes from there." And after a little bit of coaxing, I found myself returning to The Loop, and I found the courage to actually step out onto the dance floor during the dance lesson. And as I finished up the dance lesson, a cute girl came over to me and said, "Hey, can I show you some more dance moves?" And rule number one, gentlemen, you never say no to a cute girl who's offering to teach you how to dance. So I said, "Sure." So she helped me out with my footwork. We worked on a few spins. And after a while, I looked at her and I said, "I want to thank you so much for teaching me how to dance. I really enjoyed this. My name's Glenn. Very nice to meet you." To which she replied, she looked at me and said, "I know who you are. You're Glenn Picard. We went to high school together." After my initial shock, I looked at her again and said, "Oh my God, Suzanne, we did go to high school together." But of course, she's a year younger than I was, and when you're in high school, you don't talk to the kids that are younger than you. It's just not cool. One of the reasons why I actually didn't recognize her was that because when I knew her in high school, she had long hair almost to the middle of her back. And when I saw her again 5 years after I graduated at the Loop, her hair was shorter than mine. She had actually shaved her head in support of her friend who was battling cancer and going through chemotherapy treatments. That's why I didn't really recognize her. Anyhow, that is how I was introduced into this crazy world known as swing dancing. And from there, Johnny's a fellow swing dancer, so he knows. And that journey led me to traveling all across the United States and Canada, taking part in workshops and learning from some of the best dance instructors in the world. it led me and gave me the ability to become a dance instructor myself, to become a performer, and also to become a DJ for special events and weddings. I was very fortunate enough to actually choreograph some major theater productions that happened in the city. And I was also a part of some very big events that went down in the city as well, such as the 75th anniversary of the Windsor Airport. We took part in that. And I was also the MC for the Dancing with the Local Stars that happened at Caesars Windsor. All of this would have been possible had I not joined the swing dance movement. Now, all of the very cool things and big events that were part of my life and all the fun and traveling I was having in swing dancing was phenomenal. But I think one of the huge benefits that I got from joining swing dancing was all the incredible people that I met along the way. I had the fortune to meet 2 dancers who were from Saskatchewan, who were part of an organization that I had no idea existed. They were part of this group called Toastmasters. And with a little encouragement, they convinced me to join the Toastmasters. And Toastmasters helped me to develop my presentation skills and to hone my message to deliver a very clear and precise message. My friends from Saskatoon were known as Stephen and Larissa, and the 3 of us actually became 3 members of the founding group, the Tecumseh Area Toastmasters group. Now, once again, none of this would have happened had I not joined the swing dance movement. I was also very fortunate to meet a high school teacher who encouraged me to come and speak to her class about a life event that I had gone through. 7 years ago, while traveling in Michigan, I spun out on some black ice while I was driving, and I was T-boned by a semi-truck. 12 broken ribs, broken pelvis, collapsed lung, massive concussion, fractures in my spine from the top of my neck to my tailbone. They didn't know what I was going to live through the night, but I managed to make it. Now, my friend, who was the high school teacher, knew me as a dance instructor, performer, choreographer, and then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, it took me 2 weeks to wake up, and it took me 5 months to learn how to walk again. And then she saw that I'd gone through this massive accident and I couldn't walk. And then she looked me up online one day and she saw that I was teaching again. So she looked at me and said, "You need to come into my class and tell your story because it's just phenomenal." And so I did. I went to Forster High and I delivered a message, and I was there for nearly 3 hours. And that single event led me to wanting to create a motivational speaking career for myself. The impact that I had with those kids was just phenomenal, and I found that I had found my calling. And again, none of this would have been possible had I not decided to get out onto that dance floor and join the swing dance movement. Some of the career highlights that I have so far as a motivational speaker includes receiving a standing ovation from the kids at the Children's Aid Society. You can have $1 million in your back pocket, you can't buy a standing ovation from the kids at the Children's Aid Society. That was a very emotional moment for me. As well, one of the highlights for me last year in November, I had the honor of taking part in the Ontario Student Leadership Conference, which is the largest student leadership event in all of Canada. There was 2,000 participants as well as 200 teachers. It was awesome. Loved it. And again, none of this would have happened had I not decided to join that swing dancing movement. But I think the biggest impact of all, that young lady that taught me how to dance all those many years ago, I've been together now with her for 14 years and married to her for the past 11. And just this past October, as Kitty said, we welcomed my little baby girl Adele into the world. Cutest baby ever. Just love her. She's now 6 months old and a big, big, big part of my life. And all of this, all of the experiences, my wife, the phenomenal people I've met, Toastmasters, my public speaking career, all hinged on meeting a guy at 4:30 in the morning at a casino who was talking about swing dancing, who incidentally happened to be my wife's boyfriend at the time. I had nothing to do with them breaking up. Nothing. That's a story you'll have to find out on your own. Anyhow, the difference that one person can make in your life. Now, I believe that there were 3 factors that played a role in this whole journey that I was able to experience. Factor number 1 was being open to the opportunity. And what I mean by that is sometimes you hear, opportunity only knocks once. By living with that mentality, if we miss a big opportunity or if something doesn't come together for us, if our plans fail, we end up spending so much time looking on the negative of that and how it didn't work out that we close ourselves off to any other opportunity that might be out there. Being open to an opportunity means being aware at all times of what's going on around you, listening to what other people are talking about, seeing what's going on. And sometimes you just have to go and ask questions, make your own opportunities, right? Find a good financial plan. So, being open to an opportunity when it presents yourself. Who would have guessed sitting down for lunch at 4:30 in the morning would have led to this huge life-changing event for me? Factor number 2 that I believe played a huge role in this whole swing dance movement for myself is saying yes to an opportunity when it does present itself to you. Saying yes to anything takes one major ingredient. That's courage. Courage to say yes. Courage to shut your mind off and ignore those little voices in your head that say, you can't do it, you're not good enough. And all that negativity that comes along with it. Or maybe it's a negativity from your friends and family who don't think that you're good enough to do it. It takes courage to step out of that. When I went into the bar that first time to learn about swing dancing, and they were literally throwing each other around, I thought there was no way. There's no way I'd ever be able to do this. But I went back, and it took courage to step out onto that dance floor again and look at what happened by taking that initial step. So factor number 2 is having the courage to go after what you want when that opportunity presents itself. Factor number 3 that I think played a major part in all of this incredible journey that I've been on is the follow-through. Following through. Now you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the water drink. I want to see who's still listening. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make a horse drink. Meaning, an opportunity can be presented to you at any given moment, but you are the one that have to work for that opportunity. You are the one that have to make the connections. You are the one that has to do something with that opportunity that comes to you. The opportunity to learn how to swing dance came into my lap. I had to take the initiative to travel all across Canada and US, learning from the best instructors in the world. I had to make the connections to become a dance instructor, to become a performer, to become a choreographer. I had to get over my fear of rejection in approaching women and saying, hi, would you like to dance? Follow through. You have to follow through when an opportunity presents itself to you. So let's review those 3 factors that I believe played a huge, important role in my life. 1, being open to an opportunity. Opportunity doesn't only knock once. Opportunity knocks all the time. You just have to shut your mouth and listen for it sometimes. 2, saying yes to the opportunity. There's a saying that goes, God helps those that help themselves. Help yourself when you hear that opportunity. And 3, a follow-through. You have to follow through. Only you can do the follow-through when an opportunity presents itself. Had I not been open to opportunity, perhaps I would have never become a swing dancer, perhaps I would have never been a performer, a choreographer, and maybe I would not have found a path to motivational speaking. Had I said no to the opportunity, I would have never met Stephen and Larissa and been a part of the founding group for the Tecumseh Area Toastmasters. And had I not followed through in that opportunity, this is what makes me sad sometimes when I think about it. This little girl right here might not be here. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the opportunity is being presented to you. The opportunity to learn more about what the Tecumseh Area Toastmasters can do for you. The question becomes, are you going to be open to the opportunity? Are you going to say yes to the opportunity? And then are you going to follow through? So I'd like to leave you with one thought as I finish off tonight. Do you believe that one person can make a difference in your life? That, my friends, is completely up to you.